Hello everyone, good afternoon. Hope you are doing great on this wonderful day in Portugal. So sunny day finally, with this changing in hour. We are already past mid-noon, so I decided to make a small the return back from Madrid to Lisbon. As you might know, we are still there waiting for the return, and today is the day, so I decided to actually perform the return flight. That will take us roughly 1 hour to complete. Flight level 310, runway 36 left in use and 02 in Lisbon accurately. Not much of a METAR for Madrid, as you can see, but here in Portugal the things are a bit different. So we will expect winds up to 12 knots, ranging 1060 heading. So it's a bit of crosswind, so probably some gusts up to 26 knots, so it will be challenging enough. And now I'm just going to put on all our weights for today. Okay, so we are carrying today 125 passengers, not much, not even close to a full flight, and 5.6 tons of fuel. That will give us a lot of autonomy to head back and actually go for the alternate that will be Faro. So 6 minutes. I will now see the map to see if we have any control here. We don't, so we will proceed with this according to the flight plan. So call sign TAP1011. Index will be 8 standard. Well, I guess we have everything set up here. Let me just see if we have any. Okay, so some minor change here at PESX. There. And now removing our discontinuities. I think we have another one. There it is. There. Okay, this one here is set. I'm going to start up our APU. There. Let's see if we have anyone. And aha, nice. So too bad that we don't have delivery. This is an A319. Not much. We don't see that much A319s these days, so hopefully we will have in the end of the year the Neos for A320 and 21 from Phoenix. I think they already announced it this I think midweek. Great news for us that loves to fly the buses. I think it's quite Shame that no renowned developer, actually renowned, I mean like a third party, accurate and paid third-party aircraft, accurate third-party aircraft, has developed so far this kind of aircraft. So hopefully we will get to see some intentions to probably on far future, not so far future, but intentions to actually develop an A330, sorry. I hope so, because I think it's such a gap that we don't have a long haul from Airbus besides the A350, but I think we have plenty of market for the A330. So I hope that we managed to see one of those top 5 developers actually developing an A330. CEO, Neo, we could start with the CEO 3 engine variants and then progress to the Neo. I think it would be awesome. So Phoenix, hopefully you are listening, and probably in the near future you will develop such an aircraft. Okay, probably we will have our boarding completed right now, so if I want to do this I wouldn't. Okay, now information sent. Let's check here the performance page. So runway 36 left, hopefully, and we will go with flaps 1. Okay, 143, 143, 144. Seems okay. Information already sent. Here we have everything okay. So here let me check if we have everything set. Performance, it's done. So only thing missing is the METAR for Lisbon, and we will check it over here. 06012 knots. It's going to be interesting today. 18 degrees and local QNH 1019er. Alright, I think we have everything set up here, and let's switch on our beacon and advise our intentions. First things first, full screen. Barajas traffic, Air Portugal 1011, stand Tango 18, push and start approved. So let's go for the planning. We will be nose facing to the right. Let me see, probably here and here. I think it's cool. Link, and let's see if we manage to have the full animation from the tug. And by that I mean that he can actually lift the aircraft. It's I don't know if it's a bug or something that is not done properly, but sometimes the aircraft actually lifts up, and sometimes it doesn't. So before I realized the solution, if the aircraft wouldn't be lifted, and let me see first. and I will explain a bit later. Let's see if he lifts. Okay, he's not lifting. As you can see, the aircraft stands still. Back in the day, when I didn't know the solution, I actually pull this one off. I would initiate the push, but now I have to disconnect because he would not. He would actually push back. The thing is that the wheels would be like block freeze, and the aircraft, no matter what, wouldn't move an inch, no matter what. And I tried everything. So this was actually one thing that I tried by chance, of course. That is to disconnect the tug and initiate manually our push, and that actually worked. So I don't expect that the aircraft will be frozen. It usually doesn't, so I perform the push as it is, and I managed to progress to all the parts of the following procedures, that is taxiing. So I'm not worried by now. Okay, we have an aircraft taking off from the runway that we are going to. It's a bit far off. I think Barajas is a very distant airport between landing and departing runways, landing and arriving runways. Those two runways by my right, I think they are used to land, and the other two far ahead are used to take off. So that's where we going to in a few minutes. Just turning our predictive wind shear. I think we will need it. Flaps 1 coming down. Auto brake max and spoilers armed. Let's see here our flight controls. They seem okay, and rudder. So pitch trim down 0.2, that is checked. Engines are available by now, so engine mode selector set to normal. And up here, just doing this, and we think we have everything set. Barajas Traffic Air Portugal 1011, taxiing out to runway 36 left by Tango 18. This is like I didn't do the okay, so I forgot to, let's see if we can manage to actually move, and we are. Now we are going to go so we have another aircraft ahead. Tango 19er is the one that the A319 is at, and we have another one there. I think it's like a CRJ, I'm not sure, but it looks like one. Yeah, I think it is 700 perhaps. I'm not very used to CRJ, so probably I'm telling a huge lie. I'm not sure, but it looks like the 700, because the 900 and the 1000 are very long. So let's go from this gate to taxiway, I think it's Mike. Let me see. Or Alpha, not sure. I think it's Mike. So the runway is somewhere up there, so we have plenty of time. Cabin crew advised by now. So yesterday or the day before we arrived quite light. Today we are carrying a bit more passengers, so a bit more heavy, but not very much to be considered. And we will probably land with landing flaps 3 config for land, as we are traveling light and we are encountering a lot of wind, so probably with flaps full we will have a lot of lift. Okay, cabin secure by now. There we go. Just checking my VATSIM to see if we have any we are probably, this is upslope. I'm going to give a bit more thrust to this. Madrid still hasn't any control so far, so nice. Now we are downslope, so I think we are going to gain a bit more speed. There it is, the runway on our right. On this part of the terminal we have a lot of traffic. I think I can spot at least 3 aircraft. One Iberia for sure, the other 2 I think they are blank. Too bad. So nice for me to or for TAP virtual to actually manage to change all the charts and the flight plans. This way I think we can manage to have a lot more different destinations on our end, because actually for our time frame available it actually would give us all the time the same destinations, and I think it was a bit boring for me and for probably for you. I think you managed to know by heart the airports from Lisbon, Porto and Madeira. At least 80 or 90% of the flights were done to that location, and I think it's unfortunate, but now after they changed or they updated those charts and flight plans, I think I didn't get any repeated airport so far. Let me see if this is the exit for the runway. Almost, so I have to turn here, and I think the runway will be right in front, so This is a bit confusing, this part. I think we have to turn the next left. That flickering there on that terminal is unfortunate as well. I think that's my graphics card limitation. I'm trying to see if I can manage to have a 4070 Super or something like that. Okay, so I think now I have to turn left, and this is the holding point. Yep, I think it is. Cool. Barajas traffic, Air Portugal 1011, line up and take off runway 36 left. Okay, let's go. Lights are on, and let's line up.
Approaching 36 left.
Okay, lining up.
On runway 36 left.
Okay, so let's go. Chrono. Stabilized. And Flex 62 SRS nav, auto thrust, blue, power sets. Let's go. Check.
Rotate. Positive rate.
And gear up. Very nice. Very nice departure here. Let me see, a bit of sets. There, and autopilot on. Nice takeoff, by the way. and flaps 0. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave this on autopilot and I will get back as soon as we reach our top of the center, or if we have any control so far. So lights off and seatbelt sign. We can go to the bathroom if you will. Okay, and so see you soon guys. Hello again, guys. So we already started our descent. We just passed flight level 250 to 200 and continuing our descent. We will expect ILS runway 02 as expected, and the weather for Lisbon is as was. So 11 knots crosswind from the left to the right to left, 21 degrees, so great visibility, and local QNH 1019er. According to the VATSIM, we do have a lot of traffic in and out of Lisbon. Probably this one here, wow, a lot of turns. Not sure if he's in some kind of emergency or is dumping fuel just to keep up with the maximum landing weight. Not sure, but he was indeed in a lot of patterns here. He's still he's currently at flight level 370, so he's quite high at this point. If it was for fuel dumping, I'm not sure if this would be the altitude to do it. I don't see that is any constraint, but normally they actually try to burn some fuel on the descent. It's few, but some, and then the aircraft holds its pattern on a lower altitude. It's not the case, so I'm not sure actually if we are going to land before or after. We do have another one that's headed to Lisbon, a KLM, so a 737, probably a MAX. Cool. I think this guy here is continuing to holding the pattern, TAP238. I'm not sure why. I don't see any communication here. Probably is a lot heavier than he should. Okay, so we will continue the route. Let's see, reaching 200 and down to 80. Okay, so we already reached our 7000 flight level 70. Now we are doing our turn. I'm going to check how it is in the VATSIM to see if I can do a shortcut and start the recording up here. Oops, yes, let's see, record. And so KLM is going to Lisbon as we speak, and okay, so we are going to shortcut up here and go from direct to where? Direct to PESX probably. Here we go. We can see now the aircraft reaching PESX, so he's about to establish the localizer, and we will follow it. So seatbelt sign on. We have tower control, so I'm going to put this on the big screen. Let's see if nothing changes so far. Lisbon traffic, Air Portugal 1011, 10 miles out of PESX, expecting runway 02 ILS, number 2 actually. A bit bumpy. We can feel the aircraft rocking a bit. And flaps 1, speed check.
For confirmation on my left land.
Say again?
KLM 695, am I clear to land?
Not yet. Continue approach.
Continue approach KLM 695.
KLM 1695, wind 070 degrees 11 knots, variable between 030 and 100, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02, clear to land, KLM 1695.
Okay, we are establishing the localizer. We can see the airport dead ahead. Lisbon Tower, muito boa tarde, Portugal 1011, fully established localizer runway 02.
Air Portugal 1011, Lisbon Tower, hello, wind 070 degrees,
Probably
11
we
knots,
won't
runway
have
02,
the
continue
tower.
approach, no speed restriction.
Let's see.
Air Portugal 1011, Lisbon.
Lisbon Tower, muito boa tarde, Portugal 1011, radio check.
Air Portugal 1011, read you 5, how do you read? Air Portugal 1011, Lisbon.
I don't know what's going on here.
KLM 1695, welcome to Lisboa, taxi stand 114 by Uniform and Alpha, bye bye.
Okay, here, flaps 2. Oops, sorry, I missed that, the speed. Lisbon Tower, sorry, Air Portugal 1011, fully established.
Air Portugal 1011, Lisbon, how do you read?
5 now, sorry.
Air Portugal 1011, wind 070 degrees, 11 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, Portugal 1011. So I had this on almost mute, and so that's why I didn't hear the tower, and I missed that event, so it triggered an event that will cost me some efficiency points. 1000 feet I'm going to disconnect. Sorry about this, but it was a mishap. Autopilot disconnect. It's way bumpy here, very bumpy. We are a bit high on the speed. That's why I probably prefer to go with flap 3. I think it maneuvers way better than flaps full. I did set it up, well, it's now. I think continue. Today, very challenging approach today. And so it was a hard landing. Appears to be, even though the passengers are clapping. And manual brake. This one was a very nasty one, besides the problems that took me a bit of my attention from the surrounding environment.
Tower, EV63 Yankee X-ray, Bon via stand 202, information Delta will pass request clearance to Gatwick. EV63 Yankee X-ray, Lisbon Tower, hello, clear to Gatwick via Exeter 1 November departure, squawk 0357. Clear to Gatwick via the Exeter 1 November departure, squawk 0357, EV63 Yankee X-ray. EV63 Yankee X-ray, read back correct.
So, Qatar cargo, nice to see. I think it's in the wrong place. Lisbon Tower, Portugal 1011, vacated.
Portugal 1011, welcome to Lisboa, taxi stand 107 by Uniform and Alpha. Bye bye.
Uniform Alpha, stand 107, muito bom fim de semana, obrigado. Okay, so 107 for us, it will be one of the first stands, the far end of this taxiway.
1028 on frequency.
Ryanair 28, Lisbon Tower, hello.
Oh, the KLM that landed before us, there she is. I think we are going to park right beside.
Flight level 065, Ryanair 28.
Nice to see this 777 up here, and we have probably a 350.
My CTR starts at 2,000 feet, so what's your position?
It is a 350 Emirates, nice to see. And parking brake is set. I think we gone a bit too far, but I think the VGDS probably has this issue that allowed us to progress a bit far off. And engines off and seatbelt sign. So 59 minutes, flight time 3 minutes less than expected, so nice.